And parents will get $500 for every child they have under the age of 17. You qualify for payments as long as you make less than $99,000 or $198,000 as a couple. There is so much to this bill, and it is just one, I should say, that senators passed 96-0.
We're inspired by what's going on around the country. People are helping each other, reaching out, looking for ways to make a difference.
And the good news here, from Bernie Sanders to Pat Toomey, people came together to help the American people. And that's a great sign.
The House still has to vote on the bill on Friday, and President Trump says as soon as he gets it, he is going to sign it.
A 12-pack of toilet paper going for $21, a 10-pack for $22, 2 boxes of Cheerios. This is true, $70. Some businesses are really taking advantage of the crisis. New at noon, Channel 11's Mike Holden spoke with the state attorney general about how he's cracking down on price gouging.
The Attorney General had a strong and simple message: stop price gouging. It wasn't hard to find examples online. Check this one out right here. A 3-pack of off-brand disinfectant wipes going for $51 on eBay. And then this right here, some would consider it liquid gold at this point. Hand sanitizer, the smallest bottle, for $5.62. Attorney General Josh Shapiro says we have to step in and make changes now. 32 states' AGs have sent a letter to major stores and online retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and eBay, asking them to do more about price gouging. They outline specific steps the stores should take to end it once and for all. This includes having them use their data and analytics tools to prevent a skyrocket in prices before a crisis strikes, and setting policies ahead of time. Companies have since fired back. eBay claims it's blocking or removing bogus items and ensuring policies are followed. However, Channel 11 still found one product after the next, from astronomically priced toilet paper to hand sanitizers and soaps for quadruple the normal price. Walmart says they've started a price freeze on critical items. We've noticed they've stopped selling sanitizers and some cleaning products online and can only be purchased in store. Shapiro, though, says enough is enough.
I'm not going to let anybody harm a Pennsylvania consumer or any Pennsylvanian during this time of crisis. Now is the time for us to pull together, for everybody to do our part.
It's just rude, it's criminal, it's just not a nice thing to do. We're all in this together. We should be helping each other.
And if you have spotted price gouging or have fallen victim, you can file a complaint with the Attorney General's office. We have all of the resources and information on our WPXI News app and WPXI.com. Coming up on Channel 11 News at 5, we're taking a closer look at the price gouging issue, plus how shoppers are fighting back and their message to the people responsible. Reporting this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
All right, thank you, Mike. Pittsburgh has extended its personal income tax deadline because of coronavirus. They are now due July 15th. That's a 3-month extension. It's similar to those announced by the IRS and the state. The city will still bill for real estate, but it is ending delinquent billings and late fee charges.
The Defense Secretary has signed an order to freeze all American troops because of the virus. That means all service members overseas who are scheduled to deploy will stay in their current locations for the next 60 days. There are some exceptions, including for Navy ships returning to the States as long as they have stayed at sea for at least 14 days first.
Garbage collection has picked back up today in Pittsburgh. Workers were sent home yesterday after they complained about not getting enough protective gear. Union officials said employees got worried after learning a co-worker's wife had potentially tested positive for COVID-19. They say that on top of everything that they have to touch all day. In response to their complaints, the city said it is providing glasses and gloves, cleaning the building and trucks, and moving shifts around. Workers say they also deserve hazard pay. Mayor Peduto said that's not in the budget. You can help with all trash collections by making sure you use leak-proof bags and tie them tightly with no tears. We reached out to Giant Eagle after viewers told us they had trouble scheduling grocery pickups and deliveries. Giant Eagle says there has been extraordinary demand for those services, and it is exploring, quote, creative ways to increase order capacity. Giant Eagle is also trying to hire more people. We have new numbers on the businesses warned about ignoring Governor Wolf's order to shut down. Yesterday, 13 businesses were warned. That includes 5 in our area. So far, 19 local business owners have been warned since Monday's order for non-life-sustaining businesses to close. Police, though, have yet to issue any citations.
New details on Governor Wolf's $60 million program to help small businesses. It's called the COVID-19 Working Capital Access Program. It offers $100,000 in loans, but you must have fewer than 100 full-time workers. You can apply starting this week. The loan must be applied for through a certified economic development organization. The pandemic is leaving its mark on the U.S. economy, and we are getting our first look at how much it is hurting, as unemployment claims have shattered a record set back in 1982. Channel 11's Jacqueline Fell takes a closer look at how many people are out of work.
Sobering statistics coming from the U.S. Labor Department today. Nearly 3.3 million Americans applied for unemployment benefits last week. That's more than quadruple the previous record set in 1982, and it's all stemming from a widespread economic shutdown caused by the coronavirus. Even with the Senate passing a $2 trillion rescue package, layoffs are likely to go up again as the U.S. economy sinks into a recession. Restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, gyms, and even airlines have all watched revenues take a nosedive. Countless employers face loan payments and other fixed costs, so they're cutting jobs in hopes of saving money. Some economists say the nation's unemployment rate could approach 13% by May. To put that into perspective and give a little comparison, the highest jobless rate during the Great Depression, which ended back in 2009, was 10%. I'm Jacqueline Fell reporting for our Washington News Bureau.
Governor Tom Wolf says he will sign legislation delaying the Pennsylvania primary now that lawmakers have given the go-ahead. It will now be on June 2nd instead of April 28th. It also allows polling places to be consolidated or moved. Under this new bill, county elections officials can begin processing mail-in and absentee ballots the morning of Election Day, and that should help in getting results sooner. As of yesterday, more than 129,000 Pennsylvanians have taken advantage. Westmoreland County received 2,000 in just the last 2 weeks.
A homeowner has some repairs to make after a car crashed into their house. That crash happened early this morning on Chautauqua Street in Perry South. You can see some of the damage was caused to a bay window there. No one was hurt.
Lawyers for the Tree of Life shooting suspect say his life should be spared based on a new law out of Colorado. Robert Bowers is accused of killing 11 people at the Tree of Life synagogue in Squirrel Hill in 2018 and could be sentenced to death if convicted. His lawyers say the death penalty is unconstitutional and the federal government should follow Colorado and 21 other states that have abolished the death penalty. Pennsylvania currently has a moratorium on the death penalty, which means there's a temporary suspension of executions, but people can still be sentenced to death. Bowers' trial is not expected to begin until next year. That's at the earliest.
The Westmoreland County coroner says there will likely not be an inquest into a deadly police shooting since it appears officers were justified when they opened fire. Mark Morgan was killed March 13th in New Kensington. Investigators say Morgan was carrying a shotgun and he was shot when he refused to drop the weapon. According to our partners at the Tribune-Review, the coroner will release more information when their investigation is finished.
Police in Lower Burrell are asking for your help finding the people who are stealing from cars. This video is from the department's Facebook page. It shows 2 people trying to open car doors last week and then walking away when the doors didn't open. Warmer weather today. We saw some sun. Clouds, though, moving in later this afternoon.
Yeah, pretty good at this point, but meteorologist Scott Harbaugh is tracking when rain is going to push back through. Scott?
You know, around here it doesn't last too long that we get these sunshiny days, and right now, pretty nice outside, and the temperature continues to jump. Already 58 degrees in Pittsburgh with mostly sunny skies. Southwest at 10, that's helping to pump in that warmer air right now. Visible satellite, not much cloud cover streaming in, a couple high, thin clouds, but you look back to the west or off to the east, you can see the snowpack in central PA beginning to melt. Want to get some grilling done late this afternoon? Clouds will be filling in, but temperatures very mild in the mid-60s. I'm updating Storm Tracker to pinpoint when that rain makes it in. I'll have it for you coming up in 10 minutes.
So many businesses forced to shut down, but the signs of hope left for everyone to see.
I saw in some of the bride Facebook groups I'm in that people were starting to panic.
Everything is getting canceled, and spring weddings, they're next. The changes couples are being forced to make to their big day.
And they still need them, but now isn't the time. Why Goodwill is asking people to hold on to their donations.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage. From the Channel 11 newsroom to our crews live in the field, we'll bring you the information you need right now. WPXI Now. Always on when you want the latest on breaking.
Scott and Tricia are going to tell you how to start your day.
Every single time we go to Scott, he's bringing new information. He wants to make sure you're prepared for your day.
You ask Tricia where is the closure, she knows it, and 3 ways around it. They're the best in the city.
Watch David Johnson and Peggy Finnegan on Channel 11 News at 5.
Businesses are shut down, yet signs of hope and encouragement are popping up across Pittsburgh. The owners leaving signs on the windows saying, stay strong and stay safe.
Yeah, we are all in this together, and that's the message Channel 11's Liz Kilmer heard today.
As schools remain closed and businesses struggle, many are using their marquees to spread messages of hope. This one here on Butler Street at the Row House Cinema reads, "We will get through this, Pittsburgh." The streets may not be as crowded, but for those who venture out, many blocks have literal signs of hope and unity. From this sign at Westview Elementary reading, "We're in this together," to "Stay strong" on this restaurant window downtown. On the Byham Theater, a marquee reads, "This is just intermission." Local photographer David Heath has been capturing them.
In this situation, there is no lines drawn. It's everybody. We're all in together. You know, we've said it before, Pittsburgh's strong, but this time it's everybody. It doesn't matter who you are, what age, where you come from. We're all here together.
Next to the theater here on Butler Street, this sign says, "They want to bury us. We are seeds." I spoke with the business owner, why he posted that. More on that coming up tonight at 5. In Lawrenceville, I'm Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.
This is just an intermission. You can see it on the marquee outside the Byham Theater downtown. The Pittsburgh Cultural Trust canceled all events for another 5 weeks. All exhibitions, films, and events will be canceled or postponed until May 10th. If you have tickets to any shows, you will be contacted soon. Visit Pittsburgh is looking at $55 million in losses due to spring event cancellations. They told our partners at the Pittsburgh Business Times 61 meetings and events have been canceled between now and May. The travel and tourism industry brings in $6.4 billion each year to Allegheny County. Some good news, though. A number of corporate meetings have been rescheduled for later in the year.
Wedding season has just begun, and just as quickly it was derailed due to coronavirus crisis, leaving couples and vendors across the country scrambling. NBC's Liz McLaughlin has more on the changes they're being forced to make.
We actually sent out our invitations on March 2nd.
Cassie Kreitner and her fiance had all the little details planned for their big day in May.
It's embroidered in my fiance's jacket that he will be wearing.
But now all of that is changing, with limits on events and gatherings due to the coronavirus outbreak.
I saw in some of the bride Facebook groups I'm in that people were starting to panic.
With almost 1 million weddings scheduled in the U.S. from March to May, couples are scrambling to cancel ceremonies in the coming weeks and plan for an uncertain future after that.
We've had tons of callers calling in just asking what are the logistical steps of postponing my wedding.
Wedding website The Knot launched a 24-hour hotline to help couples navigate this uncharted planning territory.
We're actually really encouraging couples to be flexible with their vendors. You may not be able to get a Saturday down the road.
Now Kreitner's guests are getting a new invitation for a Sunday in August.
The longer this goes on, more people are going to be postponing their weddings, and you're going to be left with fewer dates to choose from,
leaving another logistical mess.
It's a very scary time
for wedding planners.
Every wedding is different in terms of size and scope and how many, vendors are involved.
But it's not all cancellations.
Today's nothing like what we expected it would be.
This North Carolina couple had originally planned to share their ceremony with 180 people.
100 and then 50, and then should we cancel?
Pared down to just 8. But fortunately for Love, it only takes 2. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
How true. Many wedding vendors are small businesses who will be taking a big hit over the next few months, especially flower shops who can't even save their inventory for future events.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
I know to many of you it's so important to try to get outside, get some fresh air, kind of shake off the cabin fever. But keep in mind, when you're outside today, whether it's in your neighborhood or if you go to one of the parks that's still open, social distancing, please, 6 feet or more from everyone else. 12 hours of dry skies today, 10 hours tomorrow. We're going to start with a little rain first thing tomorrow, but by 9 or 10 o'clock, most of that's long gone. Unfortunately, the worst day of the next 4 looks to be Saturday. Probably only 3 dry hours. Might end up squeezing out a little bit more, but not looking overly good right now. Current temperature is already 62 degrees in Beaver, 61 in Greensburg, Pittsburgh holding currently at 58 degrees. Now, rest of the afternoon, we're in pretty good shape. There'll be some clouds streaming in, those high to mid-level clouds as we make it to 64 degrees. Here comes the rain tonight on Storm Tracker. We start to see a couple of showers in by about 8 o'clock tonight, so just after sunset. Then notice how widespread the rain is during the overnight hours. Those areas of yellow, dark green showing up, those are the areas of the moderate rain. There could be a quick clap of thunder overnight tonight. It would be isolated and more the exception than the rule. When we hit the air tomorrow morning at 4:30 on Channel 11 Morning News, I'll be tracking the rain showers through the area for the early part of the day, and then watch what happens after 7 a.m. We're pretty much done. So for tonight, periods of rain, 48 the overnight low, and then tomorrow, back up to 62 degrees. It's not going to look nearly as nice tomorrow as it does today, but the showers will be gone early. Bulk of the daylight hours tomorrow will be dry. Rain does come back in on Saturday, and as I mentioned, pretty good slug of moisture Saturday. Back to Storm Tracker, rain already in at 6 in the morning. Some of that rain could be fairly heavy late morning, early afternoon. Could be looking at a couple of thunderstorms as well during the course of the day. Now, there will be some breaks late Saturday, but not enough to really get excited about. Sunday, a bit better. Still some showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for Sunday, but not nearly as much as we'll dry out just a bit. Rainfall forecast total over the next couple of days. Most areas, an inch or 2 of rain. Could pick up 2 to 3 inches in the mountains in north along the I-80 corridor. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. We do warm up nicely, 67 on Saturday with the showers and thunderstorms around, and even a couple of showers and thunderstorms Sunday, but I'm anticipating many more dry hours on Sunday, especially during the afternoon. High temperature 70 degrees. Monday, mostly cloudy and 51.
A hardware store is getting an important message out. with humor. The story behind these social distancing sticks.
Plus, why Goodwill is asking people to hold on to their donations.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop. We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day.
We decide what is the most important thing that you need to know when you wake up.
Once a story goes on air, that's just the beginning. It's going to change throughout the morning. It always does.
That's why Channel 11 Morning News is here to get you prepared. We have the breaking news desk. We have Scott and Tricia looking out for you as far as weather and traffic.
When you walk out that door,
tracking the weather in your neighborhood.
Goodwill is asking people not to leave donations outside the closed donation centers. Check this out. All these donations just piled up outside the Heidelberg Goodwill. The nonprofit says items that are left outside are going to be damaged. They're going to be ruined by the elements. Instead, Goodwill is asking people just hold on to your own donations and be ready to drop them off so that when the stores reopen, the shelves are stocked.
We can't use them, and therefore we really need people to hang on donations until we reopen.
Goodwill says March is normally a high donation month since many people do their spring cleaning, but you are urged to set those donations aside for the time being.
A North Carolina hardware store is having some fun while making a serious point. Their newest display, social distancing sticks. The boss at the Ace Hardware came up with the idea. Although the sign says the sticks are $1 each, the store isn't really selling them.
A lot of times when they come in, first when they see me, they just start smiling and carrying on and joking with me, saying, "Where's your stick at today?" or something like that. That's basically what they'll do, just laugh about it.
Aside from the humor, workers say the message of hand washing and keeping your distance from others is still paramount.
A 6-year-old Pennsylvania boy who had his birthday party canceled because of the coronavirus is still getting a memorable birthday thanks to state troopers.
Happy birthday, Ben!
This is a look at the video messages police made for Ben, who lives near Harrisburg. His dad contacted a friend who works for state police. She, in turn, contacted other state troopers, and dozens of troopers in at least 3 different states all took part.
We all need to come together. And I know it sounds simplistic, but it's actually really true.
We're talking one-on-one with Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman. What he's saying about the state's response to the coronavirus.
And how the need for food has exploded drastically because of coronavirus.
Your We're streaming WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. Get the inside scoop on all the hot events, entertainment, and celebrities in and around Pittsburgh every week. Stream Access Pittsburgh on demand anytime on WPXI.
Anything else like the breaking news desk in Pittsburgh. You're going to get breaking news as it's happening.
We have an anchor now dedicated to following the latest information as it comes in.
That is a resource no one else has. So if you see me on the breaking news desk, you know it's an important story.
Channel 11 News at 5, covering more news happening in Allegheny County. Breaking news right now, the State Health Department just announced new coronavirus cases in our area.
And here are those updated numbers. There are 560 new cases being reported, bringing the state total to 1,687. 5 more people have now died from coronavirus, bringing the state death toll to 16. In Westmoreland County, there are now 24 new cases, or 24 cases, I should say, the second highest number in our area after Allegheny County, which has 133 cases. There are 12 cases in Washington County and 8 in Fayette County.
There are 19 cases in Butler County, which we reported earlier had its first death yesterday. That is the 3rd highest in our area. And there are 13 cases in Beaver County. There is 1 case right now in Armstrong County that we know about. And we told you yesterday, Indiana County now has its first case as well.
We are prepared for this, and it's going to get worse, then it's going to get better, and then we're all going to get back to normal.
Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman has laid out a tough but encouraging timeline for the pandemic as we ask him about the strict rules the state has put into place. Fetterman told Channel 11 he understands the stay-at-home order is causing a lot of stress, but he says fighting coronavirus is about striking a balance between lives and livelihoods.
I suspect what you're experiencing now will continue. I suspect that what might be perceived as the most extreme kind of measures will soon or quickly become the mainstream and the norm.
The Lieutenant Governor also said the list of essential businesses is a work in progress. He expects it will continue to evolve as the shutdown orders remain in place.
And we are seeing how coronavirus has changed the way we interact with our own family members. People with loved ones in senior living centers can't reach them, at least not physically. Channel 11's Amy Marcinkowitz saw firsthand how families are overcoming this challenge.
It's nice out today. It is.
There'll be no hugs, no kisses for Grandma today, but 88-year-old Sally Henderson is still feeling the love through her window.
It's almost, just almost 50 degrees. Really? Yeah. And luckily, it's not raining today.
Grandma lives in assisted living at Concordia Lutheran Ministries in Cabot, Butler County. The COVID-19 crisis put a stop to all visitors coming into the building, but that didn't stop Sally's family from figuring out a way to see her, to connect with her.
We're continuing normalcy for Grandma. She's been in this room for a little over 2 years, and we come visit her all the time.
Sure, the screen's in the way, not the best view, but there is that connection. Her daughter, granddaughter, great-grandchildren come every day, even in the rain. They say Grandma, who's all smiles, is really getting a kick out of doing things a little differently.
It is fun, bringing my kids in weather, depending. Sometimes we're sitting under umbrellas, but it's fun, and she gets a kick out of it, too.
Normalcy in a not-so-normal world right now.
Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate it. Okay.
Amy Marcinkowitz, Channel 11 News.
That is great to see. Pennsylvania plans to stock up on ventilators as more people are diagnosed with COVID-19. The state health department says it's getting some of the devices from the federal government. It's also buying ventilators from private companies. Right now, there are about 3,000 available in the state, including those that are already at hospitals. Doctors are now treating some coronavirus patients with plasma donated from survivors of the virus. The FDA approved the emergency protocol this week. It takes virus-fighting antibodies from the survivor in hopes that they'll help a sick patient fight it off. Right now, it's only for people who are in grave condition.
I hope that works. We are learning about the drastic increase in the need for food donations caused by the coronavirus. Last year, the Washington Food Pantry boxed 400 meals. That was for the entire summer. This month alone, they're on track to box 6,000 meals. Channel 11's Kara Sapida tells us what the pantry needs the most right now.
I am surrounded by boxes. Take a look at this. Volunteers have already prepared more than 4,000 boxes for people in need here in Washington County, and they are preparing for about a 200% increase in need in the month of April alone. And they have a brand new plan in place for safety and convenience.
The truck's ready to go.
The Greater Washington County Food Bank will be distributing food to thousands of people in need in a brand new way. The nonprofit organization has done a complete overhaul in how they distribute food. People aren't coming into their Brownsville warehouse and choosing items anymore. Now volunteers are packing boxes and will be loading them onto these trucks.
Our staff and volunteers will load their box or boxes, depending on family size, directly into their vehicle, so they don't even have to remove themselves from the car. It's safest for everyone involved.
They call it truck to trunk, and it's a way to keep everyone safe from the COVID-19 virus. Last summer, they tested out their drive-through service and distributed 400 boxes. In April, they expect to give out 6,000. That's right, 6,000 in just 1 month. Their predictions are based on new clients signing up and what they're seeing at food banks in Philadelphia this month.
Some locations are reporting as high as a 200% increase in need.
While volunteers have already packed 4,000 boxes, they still need to pack 2,000 more to meet that expected demand. Take a look at this list. They're asking for cash donations, canned fruits and vegetables, snacks, cereal, peanut butter, drinks, and more, including soap. Volunteers hoping they'll have enough so they can assure no one in need of food goes hungry.
But we want to go above and beyond to ensure that we can help out our community in need.
Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
And if you think that your family is in need of food assistance, we do have a link on our news app to the Greater Washington County Food Bank's website. There are forms there that you can fill out for more information.
Well, plenty of sunshine and warmer weather today.
Yeah, we need that, but clouds and rain are going to move in later today. Meteorologist Scott Harbaugh tracking it all in Severe Weather Center 11.
Got about another decent 4 or 5 hours before the clouds really start to stream in. Live look right now at Tower Cam into downtown Pittsburgh. Good deal of sunshine, temperatures warming up nicely. 58 right now in Pittsburgh, 59 in Butler, Washington at 61 degrees. 64 for the high temperature this afternoon. There will be some afternoon clouds continuing to stream in. They really crank up tonight. There is the chance of a thunderstorm tonight, especially from Pittsburgh southwest. Not expecting any severe weather, but we could have some stronger storms over the weekend. Updated timing with Storm Tracker coming up in minutes.
There are some things that may never be the same once we get through this crisis. How people are changing their money habits. Next.
You put on Channel 11 Morning News. There is a team that has been working all night to get you the news you need.
The news doesn't stop. We don't stop.
I know you have a busy morning. I'm a mom, too, and you're doing 1,000 different things.
We want to make sure you know everything you need to know to get prepared for your day as you head out the door.
You're going to get weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Jennifer is going to tell you the breaking news as it's happening.
We're not repeating the same stories over and over. We're digging for those new details.
You can be assured that you're going to get all the information you need before.
in Beaver County. Times have changed, boy, to say the least, and a lot of things that we were used to doing before may never be the same again.
Like how you pay for things. NBC's Kelly O'Hara has more on how many people are changing their spending habits.
If you're worried about catching the coronavirus, you're not alone. Fears of the virus forcing many to re-examine their everyday lives, especially when it comes to touching credit cards or cash.
Cashless options are fantastic for people because you don't have to touch as many things.
App payments like Venmo, Apple, and Google Pay seeing a spike with this sickness. Some restaurants and businesses around the country dropping the dollar bills as payment in effort to stop the spread.
When you tap to pay, it's not making you do that additional step of picking up the stylus and then also sign.
And if you can't go cashless or hands-free, then gloves may be your best option, but don't forget to throw them away. And of course, use some soap and hot water.
Washing your hands is one of the best ways to protect yourself from viruses, bacteria, everything that's out there, because we use our hands to interact with the environment, to, to pick up things, to open a door, to drive, to get money out of the ATM.
Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Frank Esper says germs are a part of our reality, but we may not have to worry about them on our plastic, cash, or even cardboard. Hopefully laying fears aside after Amazon workers at several warehouses tested positive for COVID-19.
And it didn't last on cardboard or fabric very much at all. It died almost or very, very quickly.
The experts say the best way to stay safe is to avoid touching really anything or anyone and keep your hands clean. Kelly O'Hara, NBC News.
Some kids and families are being impacted by the coronavirus in a way you might not expect. Why so many adoptions are now on hold.
Plus, month-ending storm tracker to track when those first drops of rain arrive in your neighborhood.
You're streaming WPXI now, your source for original local shows, Steelers, Penguins, Pirates, and more. The hottest Pittsburgh sports topics with even hotter opinions. Halftime adjustments. Wednesday nights at 7:30 on WPXI. Every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. The 7-day forecast, now on your screen all the time on Channel 11 News.
The coronavirus is impacting children in a way you wouldn't expect. Children aren't able to be adopted right now, meaning their lives with their new families are being delayed. And it's not only impacting kids here in the U.S., it's affecting children overseas.
Families aren't able to travel right now, and so families aren't able to complete their process because of that.
Those waiting in the foster care system are impacted too. Foster care advocates worry the urgent needs of children are getting lost right now because so many state governments are impacted.
St. Vincent College is jumping to answer the call for help. The school is donating 500 boxes of gloves, hundreds of face masks, safety glasses, and scrubs. In just under 36 hours, they had supplies packed and ready to go to first responders in Westmoreland County and the Conemaugh Home Health System. She quit a high-paying job in the corporate design world to spend more time helping others. And as Channel 11 photojournalist Georgianne Roman shows us, Katie Grimes is using her talents to help the most vulnerable.
I've been preparing for this. I'm ready. I've always called sewing my active meditation, and everything kind of came to a stop. So these masks have kind of been the only thing I've thought about the past couple days.
These are adult-sized face masks.
This is when it hits home. This is for like a baby 1-2 years old. When I got the call about the masks coming through, I kind of ran down to my studio with all this fabric, and I just sat down and I made the pattern, and I just went, I'm just going to work on it and push all of these out and get them to whoever needs them. I just leave a bag on your porch and it's all done.
I put the bag on the top of her car, and she put the money on top of her car also so that we could exchange it without having to get very close to each other.
That I'm asking, emphasis on asking, $5 each. The profits off of those $5 each goes to help supplement the supplies needed to make more so that I can donate to hospitals and the Baldwin EMS. And I want everyone to have some sort of comfort. The more messages I get to be able to help and send out these masks, I'm going to keep going until these messages stop. And it doesn't seem like they're going to stop anytime soon.
Well, as you heard, Katie is asking for a $5 donation for each mask, and she has more friends willing to join her sewing team. If you'd like to donate, we've put all of her information on WPXI News app.
Leaders in Aspinwall and Blawnox have shut down more public areas to enforce social distancing. According to our trip partners, dog parks, playgrounds, and ball fields are all closed. Officials say too many people are gathering and not following the guidelines. There are also more closures in Ross Township. Fields, trails, and playgrounds at public parks are closed there. People are encouraged to walk by themselves instead. Starbucks wants to help first responders get up and running in the morning as they deal with the crisis. The company is giving free coffee to those working on the front lines. That includes doctors, nurses, hospital staff, police officers, and firefighters. First responders can claim a tall-size coffee at any location that's still open until May 3rd. And Jimmy John's is thinking about healthcare workers during this difficult time. Some local restaurants are offering 30% off for those workers. That includes locations in Robinson, Bridgeville, Canonsburg, and the waterfront.
We unite as one, and this is going to be a battle that we all have to fight together. We're going to take care of them just like they've always taken care of us.
Jimmy John's is also offering a free delivery service option.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
It's certainly a beautiful day today. Live look at our PennDOT cameras coming out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel. Across the Fort Pitt Bridge, it's pretty much all sunshine right now. No matter where you are in the area, abundant sunshine. Parkway North, Perrysville right now. Dry conditions, a lot of blue sky, going to be that way much of the afternoon. That continues up toward Cranberry Township in southern Butler County, I-79 and Route 19. All sun-drenched skies this morning and will be that way for the next couple of hours. Temperatures going to push into the mid-60s in most areas. 1 or 2 spots could touch off close to 70 degrees like Waynesburg in Morgantown this afternoon. Want to get the car washed today? Great day to do it. Now, tomorrow won't be bad. There'll be some rain early in the day. Rest of the day, just more clouds than sun. Saturday, not a car washing day. And then Sunday, showers around, especially in the morning. Might get several dry hours during the afternoon. Here's Storm Tracker, 5:30 this afternoon. Still a lot of sunshine out there. Good-looking day today. Then the clouds quickly come in tonight. By 8:30, here come the rain showers into the area. Rain becomes much more widespread during the overnight hours, and there's the slightest chance we could hear a rumble of thunder from Pittsburgh, Greensburg on south during the overnight hours and very early tomorrow morning. By 4:30 tomorrow, clouds already beginning to pull the showers apart, and then by the time we get to about 7:30, most of the area dry, just about everybody dry by 9, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. So forecast for tonight, periods of rain, isolated clap of thunder, especially south of Pittsburgh, 48 for the overnight low, normal low temperature this time of the year, about 33. 62 tomorrow. Again, not as pretty tomorrow, but at least it'll be mainly rain-free. Showers mostly pre-9 a.m. Rest of the day tomorrow should be dry. Here's Storm Tracker for Saturday. Unfortunately, not a dry day. Rain coming in waves. Some of the rain will be heavy. Thunderstorms possible. 11 o'clock on Storm Tracker. Some orange and some red showing up. Heavy rain, couple claps of thunder. We have to watch out for some high water issues in those streams, creeks, traditional low-lying areas. Have to watch that Saturday and Saturday night. Chief Meteorologist Stephen Cropper will have an updated look at the forecast, but an inch or two of rain certainly possible. Some areas picking up a little bit more. 5-day forecast for the weekend. always in view. 67 on Saturday with that rain and thunderstorms. Then Sunday, scattered showers and storms primarily in the morning. Good deal of the afternoon will be fairly dry as we make it to 70 degrees. And then Monday, mostly cloudy, noticeably cooler, high temperature 51 degrees.
If you like getting information about new products and how to save money, then you're really going to like Local Steals and Deals. Lisa Robertson has what you need to know.
I'm Lisa Robertson, and I found 3 amazing brands just for you. So let's go. I love jewelry. Alchemy is a line that is about beautiful natural gems. They're semi-precious, they're real stones, they're in 22-karat gold covered settings. I love that they're all interchangeable. I love that they go with everything. I love all the colors. There's earrings, there's bracelets, there's a leather wrap bracelet, there's necklaces, and there's so many options to choose from. Wait until you see it. Everybody else is paying $38 to $59. You and me and we and us, $19 to $29.50. We're saving 50%. P.S. And by the way, do you like my earrings? Because I love them. Okay, now, glasses. I love these sunglasses. You're going to pay a lot less than I did, though, so way to go on that. A.J. Morgan is a line that is about really great quality eyewear. They have contemporary, they have fashion, they have vintage, they have fun, they have men's, they have women's, they have colors. And everybody else would pay $48 for 2 pairs. You're going to get 2 pair for $28.80. It's a great bundle. You pick one, you get 2 of it, you save 40%, and I can never have too many pairs of sunglasses because I love them, and they really are good because it's important to protect your eyes. Athleisure apparel is one of the biggest ideas around. Athleisure means you can wear it around every day, or you can wear it to the gym, or I wear it around to make people think I went to the gym. This is going to be a fabulous line, sustainable fabrics, UPF protection that's going to be 50+, and these are going to be some of their best sellers. You have the crew sweatshirt. You have this amazing tank with that full coverage hem in the back. You have great leggings, great pants. The leggings and pants have a little pocket in the front for a card or a key. Love that. A bigger pocket in the back. Everything that you get, every order is going to come with a free tote bag. And by the way, everyone else is paying $30 to $70. You're paying $15 to $35. And we get a free tote. You're saving 50% and getting the tote. All of these are on localsteals.com. We'll see you next time.
Concerts and live events on hold. How you can see the Dave Matthews Band live tonight in your living room.
With local cases of coronavirus now confirmed, you can count on Channel 11 for continuing coverage.
Every day the situation changes. So here's what you need to know this morning about the coronavirus.
Our team is here to ask the tough questions and help you take action so you can keep your family safe.
What's your message to people who are beginning to have these type of symptoms?
Stay home. Then connect with your primary care provider.
Dependable coverage of this breaking story on Channel 11 News and all our digital
happening in the morning. Watch Channel 11 Morning News.
I was just a kid, but that's what I miss. Just one kiss, that's what I miss.
Are you missing live music? Well, Dave Matthews has the next best thing. He is launching Pay It Forward Live tonight. It's a weekly entertainment series aimed at supporting small businesses affected by the coronavirus shutdown. The 30-minute shows from performers' homes will stream live Thursday nights on Yahoo Entertainment and Verizon's Twitter feed. Matthews hits the virtual stage at 8 o'clock, and for now, he's still set to take the stage at S&T Music Park in Burgettstown on July 3rd.
And an opera singer is serenading his neighbors in France from his apartment window. Wow. Really good, like a quarantine jukebox. Even better, this singer has a vast set list, plenty more time to prove it. Medical experts have advised now the French government to extend the confinement measures beyond the next week.
For me, it was an evidence, you know, like when you speak about solidarity and sharing some emotions, I think in this moment is the most important. And I think this virus will change the world, and I hope, because we need all care, we need all love.
Yeah, change it in a good way. The citizens all over France have taken to expressing themselves from their windows in solidarity with one another, and they end every night in applause, in song and music. That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast is tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching, and be safe and stay healthy.
There is so much information out there about the coronavirus. At Channel 11, we're here to help make sense of it all with what's happening now.
Here are the very latest numbers.
What will happen next?
Families are taking a huge financial hit.
And how it will impact your life. At Channel 11, we're committed to bringing you every angle.
Health officials say they're trying to help as many people as possible
to separate fact from fiction.
From schools to businesses to sports teams.
And to being a source you can trust for coverage you